Wait, it hasn't crashed yet. It hasn't crashed yet. So.
Oh no!
It hasn't crashed yet. Okay. It didn't crash. If I clicked, it would have crashed.
Yeah, you have to be great.
I kept my hands off my mouse. I was like, "There's still a chance here."
It's one of those things where
technically still loading.
If you click, it goes stops responding and then it crashes. Like you cannot click. You gotta.
Yes. Oh
boy.
And now we're here, not missing a beat. Blackburn. Ellie is what we're going to be kick-starting our upper bracket finals with at the ZvZ. I love it. In the bottom left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player coming out from Atlanta, Hong Kong. The best player from Hong Kong, representing himself, as he's currently teamless. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn ALE, going for the 12 pool opening, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player himself, representing himself, as well as the clan Jiggly. It is MeomaikA.
I hope you're watching right now, Chase, because every single time Meo plays Blackburn, he does it for you. He does it so you have more material.
He wants you back.
He does. It's like, you don't have to fight all of these sharks.
Ah, he's going!
Where is he going? He's doing a chase build!
Is he doing the chase? He has to be doing the chase, right? Alright, so the drone is going across the map. He did go for a 12 pool, and there we go. 8 lings are being made. It looks like, is this just a proxy hatch? Yo, it is!
It is. Oh, wait, it's gonna be. It's gonna get scouted.
He's got the minerals.
Get scouted, actually. I don't think he got scouted.
He
does
avoided
the minerals. He goes straight for that natural. This is gonna mess up. So much SimCity.
And this was a hatch gas pool. He makes a spine.
He just does it for the creep. He does get the spine. He's going full chase.
He's going for it. This isn't even chase, but this is what chase should be, as the lings are coming in here. The the natural base is under threat. The pool isn't even done yet, buddy. Oh my god.
Oh, it's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. GogojOey does not cancel that hatchery. You know what that means? It means that creep is going to spread. It is going to keep that spine crawler alive. Look at that. It's already connecting.
Okay, no drones have fallen so far. The micro has been pretty good on these drones, but how good is it going to be because the spine is being repositioned? Oh, right now it's not burrowed.
It is not burrowed yet, but the body blocking from MeomaikA's lings is going to be enough for MeomaikA to burrow that spine.
Wow.
And I just cannot see a way for GogojOey to hold his natural base.
There's no way. It will go down, but will the game end is the big question. A queen does pop out just in time, and I was so concerned when MeomaikA unburrowed that spine. I was like, yo, is it over? Meanwhile, it could just be over for GogojOey instead.
Yeah. Eventually, the drone's got to surround, but MeomaikA just prevented contact for long enough, just long enough. So that the spider is still standing. The queen backed into a corner, completely surrounded, will be taken out. The lings of GogojOey are starting to be in a little bit of trouble. Actually, just barely that queen survives. No more lings to buffer for the spine crawler, but that spine is continuing to chip away. There's a transfuse. The queen goes down. GogojOey keeps his natural base up.
What? Oh my god, MeomaikA was so greedy. But he's coming back in. He wants it. He wants it.
He sticks around it. He sticks around the legs. He sticks around the legs. GogojOey. He's not turning back. He's not turning back. He's not turning back. He's going for the counterattack.
He's going for the counterattack, and that may cost him the base. The boys are being pulled. Is it going to be enough? Is there enough at home? It looks like there are. Lings are just trailing out. Meanwhile, MeomaikA has to be so careful as he doesn't get the hatchery. Oh.
Maybe, perhaps. At the edge of my goddamn seat right now. MeomaikA not getting that hatchery is actually such a crutch. He's killed a lot of drones, but GogojOey is still technically ahead here. And he has just a much better economic position. I mean, he doesn't have to make too many more lings. Okay, now he does. Now he does.
Speed. Let's go. Oh my god, the lings are going to be flooding in here. He's going to get us surrounded. There's not enough here to defend for GogojOey. He's forced to pull the boys once again.
Yeah, really not able to utilize that slight drone advantage there, or the base advantage. The drones do chip away at the lings quite a bit. really thinning out that link count, but now GogojOey has no more links. MeomaikA is making nothing but links. GG is called. MeomaikA, always something different. Every time we cast him on Blackburn, he has a new build. Glorious to watch. This feels familiar to me. I get a lot of deja vu, but my god, I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've seen MeomaikA at least do this.
Wow. GG. GG. That's the thing about MeomaikA, because last week we said the same thing. He came out with a new build. He was playing completely differently last week in GPO. And once again this week the same. Like he just has a new build that he whips out in his ZvZs, and it's crazy.
My god. I have such strong deja vu from this. I'm reaching through my memory banks. I honestly cannot remember. I get like dark vibes from that specific build, but I feel like that's specifically just because of the spine crawler.
That was.
It was a Meo original.
That was beautifully done there. Beautifully done. Wow.
Very well executed. It looked very shaky as well.
Oh yeah.
I feel like no other Zerg player would have been able to hold for as long as GogojOey had. But despite that, MeomaikA knew how to adapt. He knew that the game was going to go on for a little bit longer, so it wasn't a one base all in from him. He droned up a little bit just to get enough of an economy to link flood a second time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like as you were saying, that became very close when MeomaikA dove on the queen, and he didn't get the queen, and he lost all his links. Like that. When that happened, suddenly, suddenly when that happened, now suddenly the spine is exposed. Suddenly the hatchery doesn't die. That made it so much closer than it really needed to be. But despite that, MeomaikA, he didn't stop macroing up at home. Like he was droning up a little bit. You know, he did have link speed on the way. He had his hatchery. He wasn't stopping with his macro, so he was able to eventually overwhelm Joey.
He was. Sometimes the cat, it pounces.
It does.
Sometimes the pelican, it swallows. As we continue our upper bracket finals here on Jagannatha KBBLE, we're in the top right-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top right-hand corner. The blue Zerg player coming out from the land of Hong Kong. He is the best player from Hong Kong, representing himself as he is currently teamless. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player currently leading this series up 1-0. It is MeomaikA.
Now to pull first coming out from him, but nowhere near as aggressive this time. That is definitely a build that could only work on Blackburn too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Blackburn and maybe Beckett. I say maybe Beckett because the other important thing that happened on Blackburn is that his drone did still manage to get across the map very quickly and avoid the scouting overlord.
Yeah. That definitely made sure to delay the alarm bells ringing GogojOey's head for as long as possible.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Like Blackburn is like a portal to the mad to the mad dimension, to another world. Yeah. It's I don't know what it is. It's like the hole that was in Siberia that people thought was the hole to hell.
It was in Blackburn, mate.
Yeah, it was, and that's why Blackburn is like collapsing. The map is like falling apart around the bases.
There you go. There you go. Some Event Horizon stuff going on Blackburn.
There we go.
Mate.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
oh god.
That point in space. It's like the edge of the galaxy in Star Trek TNG, where everything just goes. Everything just goes. You know?
Yeah, just goes out the window, mate. Out the window, into the abyss. And speaking of into the abyss, so the links of MeomaikA have shown up. Unfortunately, because GogojOey went for a hatch first, he is forced to pull his drones back into his main base. With this, MeomaikA was hoping to maybe catch a drone, but so far GogojOey has been able to keep them all alive. Just some lost mining time.
Yeah. A little bit of pressure here. MeomaikA, I mean, content enough with some scouting information that Queen on a mission. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. So when we saw the openers and it was a pull for us, I'm like, mate, we're on Jagannath. MeomaikA, he may be looking to whip it out once again, especially because he's not stopped Queen production. We have 3 queens already, 3 queens in a ZvZ. That's a bit odd, mate. It's because they're gonna go for a walk.
And it ain't even Ender plane, yeah. But odd. GogojOey sees a couple of lings, but is that going to be enough of a tell for him? These lings avoid the overlord of GogojOey. MeomaikA not quite able to kill that overlord, but was able to keep it in the dead space.
Oh no! GogojOey, he was making a spine, then he canceled the spine. Now he's going for a third base. Ay, mate, the lings are coming across the map, and finally GogojOey sees them.
His senses were telling him danger. Oh, the Baneling finishes up just as the lings come in. That is why he canceled the spine. He knew it was fine. He had the Banelings. Another connection? Not quite.
Wow.
Man, I mean, we normally rag on MeomaikA quite a bit, but another juicy connection there for GogojOey. I mean, we rag on MeomaikA quite a bit for his ling control, or lack thereof, when it comes to fighting against Banelings, but that was just unfortunate timing.
It was.
The Baneling hatched right after MeomaikA saw it.
Exactly. That was so unlucky there for MeomaikA. He lost every single linger to those Banelings, and now the queens are forced to come back. Again, a lot of queens. He wanted to be aggressive with them. He's still on 2 bases. He's committed. It looks like he wants to maybe even go for a Nidus.
Yeah. Not the worst idea in the world. He'd sneak around, maybe get into the main base there. And a lot of gas, and GogojOey sees the gas is being taken. What does this tell him, though? He sees the lair? Does he see the lair, actually?
Oh, that is a good question as we can quickly check his vision. He does see the lair. So this could be one of 2 things, right? Either 2-base Nidus or 2-base Muta.
2-base Muta. Either way, he needs some vision around his bases.
He really does.
It's a anti-air.
He's already working on roaches, to be fair. Like, again, the transition into roaches was on point here for GogojOey. He's going to have them to defend. Oh my god.
But not against Mutas.
I love it. He's crazy. Like, so there's a couple of things that happens here. One, like the mass amount of queens made it look like it was supposed to be something a little bit more aggressive. Because he went for the mutas, it is a little bit more unlikely. But the problem is that GogojOey's going across the map. He's not droning up his third base. He's just sending everything across.
That he is. MeomaikA finally gets eyes on that unsaturated third base, but look, it's too little too late. There's no wall in the natural.
Hey,
and I mean, there's just nothing to defend.
Yeah, what's going to defend? Like, lings and queens? I mean, sure, they have transfuse, but there are no spines. In come the lings of GogojOey, and I think this is going to be it, mate.
It's gotta be GG. GogojOey ties up that series sideways 1-1. I like it.
It's crazy. GG.
Them Baneling connections.
Yeah, it was all about the Banelings. Like, if it wasn't for those Banelings, it would have been a completely different game.
Yeah. Like, I want to praise GogojOey here, but honestly, that game did not go on long enough for him to show what he's, like, really capable of. To really show what we know he's capable of. Sometimes, you know, you just get a real good Baneling connection, and, you know, you're moving on to the ace match.
Yeah, it's like how we talk a lot about disruptors for Protoss. Sometimes one is all you need. Likewise with ZvZ and Ling Bane, you know, sometimes one good Baneling connection is all you need.
Alright, as we load in to our ace match on Light Shape, we're getting a couple of things cleared up here. So Daunted was technically the first sub, but then he never resubbed for a while. So currently Dally holds the longest streak at 40 months, followed by Daunted at 37, followed by Soko, followed by Steel. But Lord Loken has beats them all. Beats them all combined, honestly, with 200, over 200. What was it? Like over 250 gift subs. So, you know.
This is true.
I think the 5th slot should go to Lord Loken. Alright, as we continue and conclude our series here on Lightshade LE, a very familiar map for a very familiar matchup here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, swatting all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. The blue. Why did you just sniff your mic?
I wanted to get up close for my intro, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
In the bottom right-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player coming out for the land of Hong Kong. He is currently known for being the best player from Hong Kong. However, is still teamless. A lot of team owners should really come down and give him a call. They don't call him the Joey for nothing. He is, of course, GogojOey.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player. Some know him as the Cat God. Others know him as a Pelican? ? But he is a Zerg. He is MeomaikA.
I think he knows himself as a pelican there.
He does. I
don't think anybody else is called him
It just
that.
came out of nowhere, mate. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he said it first, and then we all just decided to pick up on it. Like, all right, if you say so.
It's like MeomaikA's a weird one because like there are just so many animals associated with him now. Like he's the Grand Platypus, he's the Cat God, and then he called himself a pelican as well. He's like some kind of weird amalgamation of all these creatures. It's disgusting. It's horrid.
He's like, oh god, what is that? What is that cartoon? The Wild Thornberries ? No, that was that was she could talk to animals. MeomaikA is animals.
He is an animal, mate. He is.
Plural. He is animals.
Oh my god! And
Multiple.
speaking of, this animal is going for a hidden Evo chamber in his main base. This madman wants to go into them +1 lings, mate.
Well, we say lings.
True.
Could always just smash all of our expectations and go for +1 range, but lings is definitely the more effective choice here.
Meanwhile, all these slow lings are trying to get up the ramp. Oh, I love this. The whole position drone.
The drone? Wow!
Wow. He's
Who
crazy.
needs double queens?
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Meanwhile, there it is. +1 melee is on the way. We have a third hatchery for all that lava. Lings are starting to be banked up here for MeomaikA. He's looking to flood across the map. Meanwhile, we have a full wall off, and the Bailey nest is on the way for Joey.
Yeah, I mean, could be just about enough, but if MeomaikA concentrates his banelings on the queens, they can weaken them up enough, get the lings to slip on by, he gets us around on everything else.
Exactly, lings are on the way, but we've seen GogojOey up against banelings before, and the banelings are about to finish up. Oh, the queens, they could get surrounded, but again, the banelings are here. Oh god, oh god.
And they are quicker for GogojOey this time, and MeomaikA only loses one ling to the baneling so far. Every other ling, though, in a lot of trouble, down in the red when it comes to health.
Yeah, it looks like, one Bailey baited out there. Nicely done. Meanwhile, MeomaikA, he has a couple more lings. We're going to try and bust into the natural base. What's important is that behind this, MeomaikA is joining up. Oh god, oh god.
So only one queen, but there is still one bane out here for GogojOey. Can he at least get a queen? He gets a little bit too greedy, MeomaikA does. And he loses every single ling. Has a couple of banelings now, but what are they really gonna do? Get sniped by the queens is gonna be the answer to that.
Exactly. I can't believe it. Once again, GogojOey holds onto his queens. But that was merely the first wave, because +1 melee is finally gonna finish up in a couple of moments, and MeomaikA has his lings ready and waiting.
That he does.
Oh, he's trying to avoid the
That he
overlord.
does. He's trying to avoid the overlord, but he's also pushing the overlord towards the lings.
He really is.
He's like a shepherd dog.
Meanwhile, he comes like, oh my god! MeomaikA, please!
MeomaikA really tightening up his ling control this game. Oh, but still taking a lot of risks. Trying to take out banelings as they're morphing.
Oh my god, exactly. Meanwhile, there were more baneling connections here at the natural, but finally the lings, they do manage to get into said mineral line. Finally, workers are falling.
A lot of workers are falling, plus a melee kicked in just as that was going on. 11 drones have fallen right now for GogojOey. MeomaikA finally takes the lead in the drone count this game.
That he does, but he doesn't have the tech. The roaches are coming out again, and you need to be on point with your surrounds if you're going to deal with these roaches with +1 lings, which is possible, but GogojOey, he has banelings ready. They're not with the roaches, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like they were trying to catch out a run by that, to be fair, MeomaikA is going for, but a little bit off-timed here. Thankfully, the banelings of GogojOey are slipping back in. MeomaikA splitting up his forces once again.
Oh my god, GogojOey is being pulled apart right now. These 3 banelings, they just can't get anything done. They just keep waddling left, right, up, down. They can't catch up with the lings.
Yeah, MeomaikA is buying himself a lot of time. He's getting a little bit of damage, but the most important thing is that behind all of this, MeomaikA, he's getting more lings. His carapace is about to finish up. He's shaving off whatever he can of GogojOey.
Man, these
just to make sure he can fight us effectively with his pure lings later on.
Exactly, and finally one baneling gets a connection after like 2 minutes of waddling around. Finally, there we go. But those were the final banelings of GogojOey. The damage has been done. 14 drones have gone down. GogojOey is down in the worker count, and the lings, they just keep on coming.
I was gonna say GogojOey's all in, but MeomaikA is actually the player to push GogojOey now. +1 carapace, not quite done yet, but who needs carapace when you can kill the roaches instantly in a surround?
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, the third base is under threat. Finally, we have 2 banelings coming out here for GogojOey, and they could get some decent connections, but there's just not enough banelings. There's just not enough numbers on the ground for GogojOey.
That there is not, and with that carapace, I mean, MeomaikA could start getting a little bit more reckless with his lings.
Very true.
More and more of them are starting to flood. GG is called. MeomaikA takes that series 2-1. He is going to the grand finals with a +1 point advantage. Honestly, one of the closer series we've had between these two.
Oh yeah, very close, very explosive as well. Like MeomaikA, again, he's like what's so great about MeomaikA is that 1, he's a great player, but 2, whether it's intentional or not, like he's kind of a showman as well with just how he plays.
Yeah.
And just the nonsense that he whips out, you know, game after game after game, something new he brings to the table, and it's just always so entertaining to watch.
It always is. Like, I haven't met a single caster that has any complaints having to cast a MeomaikA game.
Exactly.